The annual FCC3 Friendly will be coming up. It's a collaboration between the FC Cincinnati Foundation and Pigworks Flying Pig Marathon, and it's all for great causes around the city. Kate Solomon is with us. She is the executive director of FC Cincinnati Foundation. Kate, thanks so much for being with us.
Hi, Betsy. Thanks so much for having me. Excited to be here and talking about this event.
Well, this was one of the first events that people got to actually take part in a year ago. And everybody was just so excited because we were back outside and we were all back together. And I just remember the energy there that everyone who participated just had such a great time.
Absolutely. It was a special day. It was nice coming out of COVID and being outside, like you said, being with people, having that energy. And it was our first time at the stadium. So it was great to be able to get people in the building, get to experience a game together in sort of a different fashion, but also take place in this really cool race that takes place, around the stadium, around OTR, around downtown in the West End neighborhoods.
And that's a real good point. This event has evolved over the years, started out at the banks, and it was really kind of the kickoff for the FC Cincinnati Foundation as well to start raising money for that organization. And then, as you say, it's moved now to TQL Stadium. And last year, a lot of people were getting their first look at the stadium when they were able to participate, go to the post party and all that. So it has really become very central to what the foundation does. So before we start talking about the event, let's talk about the foundation and really what you do in the community.
Absolutely. So since FC Cincinnati launched, we have always really put a focus on being involved in the community. And as we moved into MLS, it was time, we were ready, we started our foundation, which really focuses on youth enrichment and providing access to soccer and really improving lives of children in our region through soccer. So we focus on the sport of soccer, bringing soccer to kids that may not otherwise be exposed. We have a massive education program, Learning is Cool, which came over to FC Cincinnati Foundation from Marvin Lewis Community Fund. It reaches over 68 schools in our region where we can really help show kids that there are more people that care about their education and provide some incentives throughout the year to reward them when they do hard work. I also put mini pitches in around the area. So again, how do we help motivate kids, bring kids together, improve their lives all through using this sport?
And growing the sport of soccer, I think that's just so important, especially at a grassroots level, just getting kids and after that, their parents excited about the game, because even though you may be familiar with soccer and watching soccer and Premier League and all that, it's still a relatively new game here in our country, and particularly in our area. And FC Cincinnati has done so much to really make people aware of the sport of soccer and growing it at a grassroots level. Do you see that this is going to be, a sustainable, something that you can see the foundation doing for years and years and years, growing the game of soccer?
Absolutely, because when we look at this, it's exposing kids to the game who wouldn't otherwise have that opportunity. Traditionally, it's been a pay-to-play sport, and we really just want kids to have that chance. Maybe they fall in love with it, maybe they don't, and that's fine as well. But just to have that chance to get out there, it's a really easy game to play. So if you're just looking for a pickup game, you're looking for something to do with your friends, all you really need is a ball, and you can play pretty much anywhere. So the mini pitches provide that safe space that kids can use, but it's about introducing kids to the game. It's about helping those that are really interested in it find new and more opportunities to increase playing. And when you look at soccer and MLS, you really have that unique pipeline, that direct pipeline when you have a team to be able to play professionally. And so that's something that we're looking to develop as well, is how do we help kids that are playing rec soccer? How do we help support their coaches? How do we help those and support those at the club level? How do we help get them to the discovery program and into the academy if that's something that they're interested in, and really help move them along that steps to get there?
And you never know when the next Heather Mitz or Rose Lavelle is going to come out of Cincinnati. And we've been so blessed to have a couple of really good players come out of our area who really started just like you said. They started playing club soccer, started playing in the backyard.
It's true. And I think that's an important point in itself, is that all of our programs are open to girls as well. So, right now we only have the men's team. Hopefully at some point we've got some women action going on here in the city as well. But even now, we're all about inclusivity, making sure that the girls have the same access to the game as the boys.
So let's talk about the event, FCC3, and we call it a friendly because we want everyone to have a good time, whether you run, walk, whatever you do. Just have a good time. And then, of course, stick around for the party. So tell us a little bit about the event itself.
Absolutely. So it's a 3-mile race, fun run or walk. We have plenty of people that do both. And it's a fun event. The idea here is to get out, whether it's with your friends, with your families. We have families coming through with strollers at the back of the race, but really just coming out for a nice way to spend time together, to have fun around FC Cincinnati, and also to raise some funds for both FC Cincinnati Foundation and the PigWorks charities. It's been an incredible event for us with the partnership with PigWorks, and having that come together. We feel like we know the sports space. We feel like we can throw a pretty great party at the stadium, but obviously they can do a whole lot when it comes to the race. And so we feel like it's been a really great partnership there, in a way that we can really create something wonderful for people to attend. And so when you bring that in, you bring in our partners. MedPace has been huge in making all of this happen, TQL with the watch party. But I think a big point too for anyone that participates in the race is it's not just the race. When you come to the party, you also get Skyline, you get La Rosa's, you have a choice of a drink from Rheingeist or Body Armor. So there's so many partners involved that really help make this a really fun evening for everyone that comes out.
We're talking with Kate Solomon. She is the executive director of FC Cincinnati Foundation. This event is coming up on Saturday, June 18th. 6 o'clock is the race. I'll put quotes around the race because it is a friendly, and then the party, the post party, the watch party afterwards. And I think that it's also a good time for people who perhaps have not yet seen the stadium, because I'm sure there's some folks who have not had that opportunity. This is another great time to come see the stadium, because you get to walk around the stadium, you get to be on the edge of the field, and you really get a feel of what MLS soccer is all about.
Absolutely. We love this event as a way to welcome people in. So whether you are participating in the race itself, like Betsy, like you've just said, you do get to come in on the field and enter the stadium through the field. Or whether you just want to attend, maybe you're watching somebody who's participating in the race, or you just want to come to the watch party. The watch party itself is free. We do ask everyone to download a free ticket, which is at the website, FCCrace.com. But if you have part of your group that wants to participate in the race, part wants to just come for the party, we can make all of that happen as well. And it's pretty easy to do so with all of that information being on the website. Again, it's FCCrace.com.
And it's always a good time. And you get to see parts of the stadium that maybe you would not be able to see. You get to be in some of the areas, especially if you're like down there on the field. You get to see some of the premium areas that frankly are top-notch facilities. I mean, they rival anybody else, not just in MLS, but in stadiums. I mean, those are quality facilities and special club areas that you have there at TQL Stadium.
It is. It's a pretty cool vantage when you're standing on the sideline of the field and looking up and around at this brand new stadium. I think it's one of those things that can be very special for people. So we expect to see everyone walking down, getting their selfie, and making sure they can show off that walk along the field.
Yes, please take plenty of photos while you're there, that's for sure. So again, it's coming up on Saturday, June 18th, and plenty of space still available. Again, it's not a competition. You can walk, you can run, you can do whatever. And again, that website again, Kate?
It's FCCrace.com.
All right, well, we hope to see a lot of people there, a lot of our friends that we got to see last year. Hope they come back, and some new friends as well. Kate Solomon, thank you so much for being with us.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Betsy.